I'm teaching for the last 7 years, I think, or the last 6 years for the Wine MBA. I started my career as an MBA student in economics, working into the wine industry for about 15 years now. And with my specialty in wine marketing, I think I was chosen to lecture at least once a year at the Wine MBA, which is a great pleasure.
What is your vision of the wine industry today, in particular with the economic crisis it is facing?
Well, there is a contraction which is related to the economic crisis overall. However, the wine industry has overcome several hiccups and burdens and problems over the last generations, over the last 30 years particularly. We're going to survive that. We have contractions, but it tells us we have to be smart. We have to be smart in building brands, keeping heritage, family heritage. In a lot of wines, there is heritage. There's families involved that are sustaining, that are keeping their efforts with what they do. The bigger corporations have a lot of effort to keep their profits. They're profit-driven, but they have the resources on the other hand. So I'm quite optimistic we're going to overcome that problem, contraction that we have right now in the next 2 years.
According to you, what is the perspective for the wine industry globally in the 10 years to come?
In the 10 years to come, I can only see growth in countries that have little or no wine consumption, namely a couple of Asian markets. I see so-called developing countries. I see a lot of growth in the U.S. market where the average consumer, there's so many states in the U.S., for example, where the average consumer doesn't know wine, so there can only be growth, but it's going to be a matter of quality growth. There is a quality improvement across the board in the wine industry of the last 30 years, technology-driven and knowledge-driven, and that quality improvement will also drive consumers to like more wines. There's more likable wines out there, so my prospects are very positive for the next 10 years. However, one has to be aware that entering the wine industry, if you haven't done it before, needs very solid education that relates to the Wine MBA.
According to you, what is your vision of wine marketing?
My vision of wine marketing is do a lot of research on what you want to achieve, what you want to do in the market, what you want to address to the consumer. I think wine marketing is too much looking backwards, is too much looking into my vineyard, into my quality. And I'm not saying that one has to drop this. This is a concern that everybody has to have, but then we have to look what the consumer wants, and we have the need to address more and more what the consumer wants, and then come back to our vineyards through our cellars and supply the right quality. So be careful not to push through products that possibly the consumers do not want. Rather ask the consumer and then work to get your wines in the right styles towards the consumers.
What do you think are the main benefits from the Wine MBA for the wine industry?
It is all about education in a very sophisticated industry, complicated industry, bringing together the talents in terms of the technical knowledge that you require combined with the economy factors, basically marketing, the skills out of all the principles in industry marketing and the business aspect out of it. Bringing that together is crucial. Plus, and I think there's a big benefit out of the Wine MBA, that's an international program. The network that you do with your co-students, the network that you do through the lecturers, through the professors, is a unique opportunity to kind of a jump start and to have a network once you enter the industry.
Thank you.
Yeah.